Hi all, I hope you're well. Today we're going to talk about mindfulness and music. Music is a wonderful way to do any kind of mindfulness exercise. I don't know about you, but I love to listen to music. I listen to music while I'm working, when I'm outside, when I'm sitting around, when I'm sitting on the beach. I just love listening to music. And I'm wondering if you guys share my love of music at all. Put a comment down below. So the interesting about music is that it can actually bring about like different emotions. If you've ever noticed that, if you ever listen to something like heavy metal, rock, hard rock, it can make us kind of maybe a little bit agitated, a little bit even excited. Sometimes you see professional athletes listening to some really upbeat, hard rock kind of music before they play to kind of psych them up, right? I bet you guys might even do that in your sports that you play. You might think about classical music as being sort of a soft, kind of calming music that brings you down and kind of makes you feel relaxed. Or like a pop music. Sometimes pop music, it's so upbeat and happy, it just makes you smile, right? So the interesting thing about music is that it can bring out different emotions. So notice that the next time you're listening to music and see, some songs can even make you cry. Right? Especially if they're really sad songs. I've definitely cried over a song. Okay? So today, and down below, there's a link to a symphony called August Rhapsody. And it's from this movie called August Rush. And it is a beautiful piece. It's about 7 minutes long, so you might not want to listen to it till the end. But the interesting thing about this piece is that, well, two things. One, it uses instruments to make music, like cellos and violins, sort of traditional instruments. But especially in the beginning of the piece, there are other sounds that are not thought of as instruments that contribute to this piece. And I want you, when you're listening to August Rhapsody, especially at the beginning, to try to figure out, wait, what is making that sound? And see if you can figure out maybe what these instruments might be. So they're not traditional instruments, they're things from the world that make sound, right? So see if you can figure that out and put them in the comment box below. And next week, I'll tell you what was actually making those noises. Or if you want, after you do the challenge, you can always Google it, right? So listen to that. That's the first thing. The other interesting thing about August Rush is, and this August Rhapsody, this piece, is that it brings you through all these different emotions. Like in the beginning, you kind of feel like, oh, excited and anticipating, and then it makes you sad and excited, and it makes you feel all these different kinds of emotions. So I'm curious, when you're listening to August Rhapsody, what kinds of emotions do you notice you're hearing? Okay, so that's kind of the challenge that I put forth to you today, and see what you can figure out with this particular piece. The other really fun thing to do with this, and I'll put this down below as well, is to listen to this and draw. What Mrs. Elliott did this with her class last year, and it was so cool. What she did was she had kids choose a marker or a crayon, and they just never really took their marker or crayon off the paper. They just kind of kept drawing while they were listening to it. And they came up with some really beautiful art pieces. So if you end up doing that and you want to send me a snapshot of it, I would love to see it and love to put it in my blog. Okay? So check out August Rhapsody below and try to do a couple of the activities that I suggest. Okay? I hope you guys have an awesome day. I will talk to you later.